Hello everybody, so I'm back here with another haul, and no, you haven't seen it even though you have seen this toy before. I'll get to this here in a minute, but this is a new haul. It's going to be a very short haul. I'm going to do a couple figures that I've found, even though I said I wasn't going to do a haul for a while. I just ended up finding some figures because sometimes you get bored at work and you want to go look for figures at lunchtime. I am going to kind of unbox a few figures. And while I do that, I'll show you kind of how I'm going to set them up in the collection and that kind of stuff. But some of the things I unboxed were these Mega Blocks, and I just did a video showing people how to unbox these. So hope you guys watch that video. And as far as the shout-outs I did on my last video, if I didn't mention your name, I apologize. I was just going through the list of comments on my YouTube on the computer while I was doing this video, and I kind of rushed it. But if I didn't give a shout out to you, I will try to make it up to you. There's a couple people in particular I need to give shout outs to. But for anyone who responded to that, or for anyone who leaves comments, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. By the way, if you've watched my video on how to open these and you have a better way, let me know, because you know, that's one of the things about this community, is it's nice to share with people how we do things, how we find things. So yeah, if you have a better way to open these than what I did in that video, let me know. So let's jump into this haul video, then I will show you some figures that I'm unboxing, and yeah, kind of go from there. So first up, this AT-ST Walker. This is the Black Series. And I already had one that I bought from Big Bad Toy Store, but I got one from Ross for $14.99. There's no reason not to buy a second one. So now I've got one that I can open. So he will be open here in just a minute, and we'll kind of show him. Next up, I found a couple more Mega Blocks. This is my favorite one. Hands down, my favorite one I've gotten so far. I know it's just a repaint of the comic book ones, but I really like this Leonardo a lot. I'll probably keep the red bandana on him, but I really like him. If anyone runs across either of the aliens, I've never seen either of the Xenomorphs, and you wouldn't mind shipping one to me, if you grab it and tell me how much shipping is, I'll PayPal you the money. I never can find them, so I was able to get my hands on him, and I was able to get my hands on Faker. One thing about this line is a lot of this series, at least, I don't know about the Terminators. I can't remember. Actually, let's see. Yeah, I don't think the Terminators were in that last few series waves. But the Turtle is a repaint, and I think the Xenomorph's a repaint, and Faker, I think, is a repaint. But they still look really cool. So we are going to get these guys opened up here, and yeah, kind of show you those here in a second. I am happy to have those. Those are going to look really cool in my collection. So I have a couple comic books that I picked up. Not very many, so I'm just going to wait until I have more. So next up, Dr. Ellie Sattler. Apparently this figure is very hard to find. I've found... I don't know how many of the Allens, or whatever his name was. Yeah, it was Alan Grant. Yeah. Anyway, but I've only found one of her. Apparently she is rather hard to find. So, yeah, I seen they were going for like $26 a piece. So if you see one of her, grab it. Seems like people are really wanting her. Yeah, so I grabbed it. I still want to find a T-Rex. I just don't know which one I want. I kind of want the Colossal one, but it's pretty pricey. And I kind of want to get one of the Jeep Wranglers. So hopefully those two I will be able to get soon, but we'll see. So last up in the haul is I found this guy on the top shelf at a Toys R Us. This is the Studio Series Toys R Us exclusive Thundercracker. And what he is he is a repaint of Nitro Zeus with a different head. I actually don't know if that's a new head sculpt or a different one, but it is different than this one. So yeah, I found him on the very top shelf at a Toys R Us. Mine still is not closed down yet. But he was on the very top shelf. I was walking by. I hadn't seen anything in the aisles that I wanted. And I looked up in the top shelf and I seen something that said Thundercracker Seekers. It was a very small box. They apparently are only shipping them out 2 at a time to the stores. So it was brand new case fresh. I wish I would have bought the case just so I could have had the cases to go with it. But I just didn't have the money at the time to... Well, I didn't really want to buy 2 of them, to be honest. Even though I probably could have sold it. I was like, I'll just leave it for the next collector. I don't really like to buy... unless it's something that I want to repaint. I don't like to buy doubles of a lot of stuff. I like to... Like today, I found an extra cable, and I didn't want to buy it because I want to leave it for the next guy. I hate whenever I see people who are buying 5 and 6 of a figure. It's your right to do it, but man, leave some for the rest of us collectors instead of trying to be a scalper. There's one guy on YouTube in particular who he always shows videos of how he's got 6 or 7 of these one rare figures, and people keep sending him figures. Yeah, I won't mention his name, but I don't like when people do that. So I'll say this: I'll buy extra if I know I'm going to paint one or something, but I do try to leave them behind to take care of the other collectors. Anyway, so after that long-winded, stupid story, yeah, there is Thundercracker, repaint of Nitro Zeus, and it's very cool. Even though it really doesn't look like Thundercracker, the back, the light, it does look like light blue here, but if you look in here, man, that is dark blue. So I wish it was a little bit lighter, but yeah. Anyway, I wish I would have gotten the second one to paint it up to look like Skywarp, and then I could have had him and Skywarp and Starscream, but yeah, anyway, so I got those. Those are not going to be part of the opening up today. So first up, I'm going to open up these SH Figure Arts Turtles. The haul's done, so if you don't care about this stuff, you don't have to watch anymore, but these, I believe, have already been opened once, so not by me, by the guy I bought them off of. So I am still disappointed in these figures. Yeah, but we're gonna get him out of here, so somehow. And there's Michelangelo, and give me a few minutes and I will be back. So there is Michelangelo, all put together, and I'm actually really happy with him. He actually, his parts work really well together, so, yeah, I just feel like I wish we got something a little bit extra. At least we got a couple extra weapons with him. We didn't really get that with the others. I think Raphael comes with shurikens, but give me 1 second, we'll be back with Raph. And there we go, there is Raph out of his plastic enclosure and ready to be put on a shelf. So, I'll show you where these are going to go. Let me pause this. So we're going to go right here. So there we go. So there's where my SH Figure Arts Turtles are. Not in the best poses in the world. But they're going to go in here with my Good Smile Company Turtles and the little golden trophy turtle. So, but I think those look cool next to the NECA Turtles. I just wish these guys stood up better and were a little bit better made. I will say, between the two sets, as much as I like this set, the looks of it better, this set feels a lot better and a lot more solid. They're still not as good as the original NECA Turtles. Even the KOs of those, which is that set right there. Those guys, you can basically get into any pose you want. They're